people, and welcome to this week's episode of the magazine show. It's your girl Cindy Temi, and I am joined to you from my very own hair studio in Dartford. We are having it at pop-up today as well, so if you do happen to be in the Dartford, the Kent area, or live close by, make sure you guys show the TMS host some love. It's going to be an amazing day. We do have some canapes, some fun, some drinks, and you know I had to come in to support the show because I have a number of amazing guests today. It's almost a female-dominated show today with one male individual, but you know what? The ladies had to take over, and what better way to do it from the hair space. Guys, in the industry, music has dropped. New Music Friday. We do have a couple of exclusives coming up. Shout out to NinaRose, who's also dropped a new single. We should be getting her on the show at some point, and we'll be premiering her video as well once it drops. But we do have one track at the moment that you guys already know that I have been feeling. This is a hint as to who it may be. The videos dropped for this recently, and you know what I said, we had to have it on the magazine show. Like I said, we have a number of guests today in the house. So if you haven't already, on our YouTube page, if you are watching via YouTube, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Yes, the details are below. And if you are an artist, an entrepreneur, or somebody in the space that would like to get your business or something out there, you are more than welcome to get in contact with us via email. That's magazineshow@ymail.com, or you can drop us a DM on our Instagram page at the magazine show. And yeah, just generally get in contact with us. We'd love to see what you're working with. If you have new premiere videos that if you've got new videos that you'd like to premiere as well, definitely drop us a line. We'd love to have you on and support the hustle. Definitely. So kicking it off, this is my track. I am feeling it. It is Ladipo and Feeling on the magazine show. We'll be right back.
Vibes. But you knew that. Whoa. Let's go. I like the way I'm feeling now. Not gonna use your regrets, but my blues I'm written now. I like the way I'm feeling now. I'm why you got smart tea with the stress me, but right now I'm chilling now. Way out my feelings and nothing can stress me. The way I run the game, I'm feeling like referee. No, like Moses parting the Red Sea, like a chauffeur, me in the back of the Bentley. So I step out, all white, can't stain. What you want? Rosé, champagne? I got that, big bag, back pain. Taking the piss, the only time I can't aim. So we toasted a good life, living every minute to the full, cause I could die. Pull up at the spot, open doors and it's suicide. Chilling rent free, where the check please, couple hundred G's on a good night. I like the way I'm feeling now. No come use your regrets, but my blues and written now. I like the way I'm feeling now. I'm why you got smart tea with the stress me, but right now I'm chilling now. I like the way I'm feeling now. No come use your regrets, but my blues and written now. I like the way I'm feeling now. I'm why you got smart tea with the stress me, but right now I'm chilling now. Yeah. All I wanna do is jaye. 220 on the highway. I'm about the energy. Maybe if it's good, send it my way. If it's bad, keep it private. All these haters so vexed, I'm the best alive. You don't want to test the guy. You been sleeping on yourselves, you test it fly. Throw myself a party, then act surprised. Be the highest in the room when the guests arrive. Yeah, ain't nobody realer. Touchdown, got a couple G's for the dealer. Gang signs out the window, my killer. Life getting sweeter, no use water, dilute my Ribena. So we toast to the good life. Every minute to the full, cause we could die. Pull up open doors and it's suicide. Yeah, 16 bad, whoop, and they all by the poolside. I like the way I'm feeling now. No come use your regrets, but my blues I'm written now. I like the way I'm feeling now. I'm why you got smart tea with the stress me, but right now I'm chilling now. I like the way I'm feeling now. No come use your regrets, but my blues I'm written now. I like the way I'm feeling now. guess nothing will stress me, but right now I'm chilling. One more time.
Hey peoples, and welcome back to this week's episode of the magazine show. That was Ladipo, Feeling. If you guys are not feeling that track, then I do not even know. It gives me all the vibes. It was the song for I won't even say it wasn't quite a Dirty December last year, but the lead up to it, it's just been, it's been a vibe as of recent as well. So guys, if you haven't already, like I said before, our YouTube page, the magazine show, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and you can find us on our social media page. Of course, you can also find me at Cindy Temi on Instagram, and as mentioned before, we are reporting, I keep doing this, we're reporting live from the MZ Hair Hill Hub in Dartford, so do come on down and check us out. And we are going to bring our very first guest into the studio this week, and we do have Monica London in the house. MonicaFriday in the house. Is Monica here?
Hey, good afternoon.
Hi. Oh, I can't, Monica, I can't see you yet.
Oh, Jenny, you can't see me, but I can see you.
You can see me.
I can see your beautiful face.
Well, welcome to the magazine show. It's coming up as a blank screen, and I just want to, because I need to see your beautiful face as well. Let me see if it's. I mean, it's showing us. Yeah.
You like it this way?
How are you?
Yeah, I can see you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Good. Thank you so much for joining us on the magazine show. Have you been on our show before?
No, this is my first time, and I'm already, feeling the vibe.
Oh, you are feeling. You see, you're feeling the vibe. And honestly, you agree with me. That's an amazing track, right?
Yes, fantastic. I love it. One of my favorite too.
So we did that. I did that especially for you. I wanted to welcome you into the interview, especially with that. So we're going to talk to you about your journey. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, guys that do not know, an actress. Would you say comedian as well? Stick it within. If your accolades, if we're doing acting, would you say comedian as well?
Yes. I'm an actress, a comedian, content creator. I create funny content on Instagram, YouTube, and I'm a realtor, a filmmaker also. Yeah.
Amazing. And you have done some amazing things. So you've been in the cast of Prime Suites, Timeless Passion, First Lady, a number of things, Netflix films and productions as well. To even be, in fact, let's take it right back. In terms of when you started your career and when you knew it was sort of your passion, when was this? When would you say this kind of began from?
Okay, professionally, I started in 2008, and actually, I started auditioning from secondary school. I was 26, but professionally was in 2008. I attended a couple of auditions, and my first appearance basically on TV was on a Wale Adenuga production. That's a new song. It was a cameo appearance, and we popularly call that extra. My extra appearance was on Wale Adenuga production. So afterwards, I did 1 or 2 jobs. That's the Prime Suit, Mother Prime Suit. It was also a minor role. And October 1st, it was also a minor role. And my first biggest job, the movie was Unspoken by Remy Vaughan Richard, and the short film Abducted by Yemi Lao Show. And afterwards, I started getting other fantastic roles as time goes on. 2015 was one of my biggest hits.
In terms of when a film is listed or a production is listed for Netflix, is there sort of like a process or a vetting that you have to go through in order for it to be on there?
First of all, as a filmmaker, you must pay attention to details, and that's what Netflix love. Good quality movies, nice story. First of all, the story, the quality. If it's not good, now they're taking it. It's not going to be there in the first place. Good acting, yes. Yeah, so the quality must be top notch.
The quality must be top notch. And do you essentially have to pitch the program to Netflix, or is it more about them reaching out and finding you? don't know if you got me. Can you still hear me? We may have lost Monica on the connection, but if okay, it's coming up as frozen. So yeah, we were just basically speaking to MonicaFriday. We were just finding out about how the journey into obviously producing a production and a film and a program gets onto Netflix, because obviously not anything can go onto Netflix. It's not free reign, and we have seen a rise in Nollywood productions and programs. I particularly am a fan, especially a number of programs from the north. So if we can get Monica back here, maybe she can share a few gems and secrets as to... Hi, Monica, can you hear me? I think it's...
Cindy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, I can now. We were just saying, so in terms of like gems and secrets, obviously you stated that obviously attention to detail is key. Find the production needs to be clear. I guess the message and the film, the storyline as well. So when going to them, now do you just present the case and then they list it? Is it like a straightforward program? And this is just for like those maybe that may be in a similar position or wanting to get their stuff out there.
Trying to hear you.
Can you hear me now? What we'll do is we'll cut to a quick music break. If you refresh the screen, and we'll cut to a music break and then we'll come back in. So guys, we're going to take a quick music break whilst we get MonicaFriday, because I know you're going to want to know the gems, and then we'll come back in with the interview. If we can go into a track that I'm feeling as well.
Hustle in my blood, oh. Me I no go give up. Every day na struggle. Family must to chop, oh. Even when the going gets too hard, oh. Me I no go give up too. Every day we go down on our knees and pray. Oluwa that can bless my hustle. Shaping I this suffer when we face before. Now we see the face, so me I no want go down for the same pit when my papa no cross, so I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke, yeah. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke, oh no. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh. We pray as we dey hustle, make the blessings no dey stop. My God, my God, my God, oh. We know say we no humble, but it's only by your grace. Because if I don't like it, man no go suffer no more. Because if I don't like it, never be the same no more. I be looking better, I be looking sweet, I be looking fresher. No stains on my sleeve, now I no go cry no more. The pain of yesterday is gone, no. Shaving I this suffer when we face before. Now we see the face, so me I no want go down for the same pit when my papa no cross, so I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke, oh no. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke, whoa. So I gotta stay bold, oh. No sleep, no joke, oh no. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke, oh no. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke, whoa. So I gotta stay bold, no sleep, no joke, oh no. So I gotta stay bold. No sleep, no joke.
Hey, peoples, and welcome back to the magazine show. Monica, can you hear us?
Yes, indeed, I can.
Fantastic, awesome. Okay, cool. So we're gonna so we just touch on Netflixing and getting the productions on there. And when producing a show, and in terms of like the actors and actresses that you work with, is there anything in particular that you like to see in your co-hosts, your co-members?
My co-actors.
Your co-peoples.
My colleagues, my co-actors.
Your colleagues, that's the word.
Mhm. Of course, I would. The first thing I'm looking out for is their A game, professionalism, and of course, mannerism. Three top things I look out for, basically.
And is there anything in particular that has there ever been a situation where you've had to work with someone that hasn't necessarily been or gone to plan?
Say again.
So I don't know if you get that. So has there ever been a time when you've had to work with someone that's not gone to plan?
Yeah, sometimes some people don't even go through their scripts and then they come on set and they could mess it up. Yes, you know how we shoot in Nigeria sometimes. Some people might be busy with 4 productions in a month, and that's quite busy for a person. And they may not have time to even go through the script, and they come on set and their lines are not coming and the actions are not right. So it could delay you, but we always fix it. In Nigeria, we always fix everything.
But that's a bit awkward though. Imagine coming on set and you're not ready, you're not prepared. So what I recall back in the day when I used to do acting, I feel like when I was younger, my mind retained scripts a lot easier. Now, in order for me to, you can give me something, I'll read it, and if you ask me to recite it, it goes above my head. But I guess that with practice makes perfect. And as an actor, an actress, that's kind of what you're expected to do, right?
Absolutely.
And the difference, I guess, with presenting is that when I'm speaking to somebody and I'm interacting, I think you're one of those things where an interview can essentially just vibe of the conversation that you're having, so far as you know the individual that you're speaking to. Whereas when you're on set, you have a character to play and you have lines to deliver. So I guess essentially that couldn't really work in reality then, would it?
It's well, because it's a different life on its own, and Cindy is different from the character of Anita. Say for instance, you are given a character of the cancer patient, and you need to digest it. You need to become the character, and the conversation is quite different from your reality. Like if in your house you'll be talking to Richard every morning. In the character's life, you might be talking to a boss every day, and you don't know boss. You need to study your other character. That's why when you get a script, you don't want to study your character. You study other people's characters so as to know what to do. That's why I said you need to bring your A game. Bringing your A game means you need to learn every character, not just yours. There's a reaction to every line that comes to you. So it's not even about your own line. It's not about practicing your own line. It's about living every other person's life before yours, so you can know how to react. Yeah.
That's a very, very good point, actually, in terms of not just learning your own character, other people's as well. Is there anything in particular that has been very interesting in terms of role play and getting into a character that you've played in the past?
Yes, the character of Kewe on Do Good, that's the Mnet series I shot in 2015. It has been unforgettable. Why? Because that character actually changed some part of me. Like at times, it even affected the way I talk. Because from from my early days, I don't speak Warri Pidgin. I speak the normal Pidgin from Ajegule. And then the one on Do Good actually changed because Warri Pidgin is quite different. So I had to learn how to speak like a typical Delta person. That is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it took me time. I went online and I found a few videos that were pertaining to that kind of character, and to practice. And imagine shooting for a year on one particular character, one lifestyle, one person. It means I have to leave Monica and face Kewe. So it was something else, because I don't think I've really worked on myself to come back to Monica 100%, because I see myself sometimes pronouncing some words. Let's say, for instance, say which of these things. Sometimes I might say which of, because it's.
Oh no, yeah.
Because it's still there at times, you know.
You have to blame it on the character. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I do see like one of the notes that I mentioned I was given is that so you had a dream of Liz Benson, and that was one of the things that triggered you to becoming an actress.
Yeah, one of the things that made me believe.
Yeah. That's really,
yeah.
So in terms of like other industry people, so there's obviously you look forward to working with people in like the likes of Mercy Johnson, Genevieve, Stephanie Okereke. Who or what are we looking forward to for this 2021 or within the next few months, next year or so? What's exciting? What's brewing in the pipeline?
Okay, I think Chronicles of Ejiro is brewing on a pipeline because I'm looking forward to bringing so many actors on board on that particular web series because I've started a bit of short videos online. But I would want to do the major movie, then make it a series, or probably put it on Netflix before making it a series, because you can actually have a movie on Netflix titled Chronicles of Ejiro and still have the series on Netflix too. So I'm looking forward to having Mercy Johnson because we've not worked together, but we've done certain stuff together. Like I was part of our promotions for one of our movies last year. Yeah, Legend of Innibi.
Okay. So you've got a couple of new things coming soon as well that we can also look out for.
Yes, I do. And I have a series coming on board soon. The New Village Headmaster. You must have heard of it back then. So we have the New Village Headmaster season 1. We shot already 1 and 2 from Wale Adenuga production. It's one of the biggest things that a lot of people are really watching out for. Because it was really big back then. I was a child when we had the old village headmaster, and now I'm playing the role of the village headmaster's wife. Tega is a character to watch out for. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, trust me.
Definitely looking forward to it. So we want to, for those budding actresses and actors that may want to get into your films, your productions, or work alongside you like me, where can I find you across social media and keep up with your journey?
I would of course invite you on my production as an executive producer because you look like a billionaire, so you're going to be on the team that would bring the money, you know.
That's the money dance.
Money gang, the goodie bags. You are going to be bringing a lot of money, of course. Yes, we have roles for you. You play the, Mercy Johnson sister, because you guys kind of look alike too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been told I look like Jackie Appiah.
Jackie Appiah. Yes, Jackie Appiah, #1 look alike. Because the first time they reconnected us, I was like, oh, Jackie's on the show.
Yeah.
Yes. So of course I have roles for them, but one special advice is that they should do a lot of monologues, record them, put on their Instagram page, YouTube. That's what a lot of filmmakers get to see their show reels and a lot of things about them.
Okay. Okay. And in terms of social media, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at MonicaFriday1, on TikTok MonicaFriday7, on Twitter MonicaFriday7, and on Facebook MonicaFriday Mega. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. We're going to be playing out to some of your work actually now. This is the Instagram, so make sure you guys follow. We're going to be playing out to some of your work now. It's been a pleasure having you on the magazine show, and I'll see you on set one of these days.
Pretty soon, Cindy. Yes, it will be nice to have you.
Awesome. Speak soon. Bye.
My name is Romanus. Yes. Beautiful girls like you call me Roma.
It's so funny how even the illiterate they get job past graduates.
How your school take on be my problem? Not be on the mama carona. Go run quick. Go register for school.
Tell your boyfriend he's sipping tea because next time you try reach me, I will cut him into pieces.
But anytime they catch you red-handed like this, you must bring backup lie. You dey very ready. If they will see you now, you go say yes. My candidates they work very hard.
I'm not this being sure that I am your father. I am telling you, my wife answer that question because even your language, even the way you speak like a what if
Papa, not blame us. Now you will take after. Your blood there for her.
I can't involve myself in internet fraud. I've told you times that number.
Oga school are scam. Forget that thing. Last streets they pay now.
You know, say this time when Papa they use now. Now when you want to do mass production.
Mama no look at this scorer.
Mama,
I go miss go.
Come. Before Papa score go. Now mother come.
For me, I knew I saw it there. You see, that girl is only trying to set me up. I be wise man. He carry woman, he go school. What do he because the woman come out, what do he go do? What did the woman go do? He highest he go marry, he go there for kitchen.
Hey, peoples, and welcome back to the magazine show. That was obviously MonicaFriday. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go into her YouTube page and follow. She's working on some amazing things that you guys need to be able to witness. And we've also secured a deal where I may be on one of the productions. Just saying. We are going to continue the show with our very next guest, and this has been long awaited for me. Let's welcome Shiikane in the house.
Hi. Are we all in shot?
Hey, ladies. Yes, you are. Looking lovely. Can you hear me?
Oh no, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah, it went in and out, but I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, awesome. So welcome to the magazine show. We've been wanting to get you on for a while. So we're absolutely honored to have you guys here today, especially as there are three of you. We never usually get this. It's so interesting, obviously, the way we're having to work now with everything and the pandemic. But the fact that all three of you are able to join us, thank you so much for coming on. How are you, ladies?
Very good, thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, I'll start. So my name is Shay, or you can call me Ifeanyi Chukwu.
And I am Kay, and you can call me Nkemdelim.
And my name is Anime, and you can call me Uche Chukwu.
Let me just adjust it a little bit.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hiya, sorry. Sorry that cut out. Would you like to just introduce yourself from left to right, please?
Oh, which one's our left? Is it me? Am I on the left?
It goes because my left to right is going to be different.
My name is Anime, and my Igbo name is Uche Chukwu.
My name is Kay, and my Igbo name is Nkemdelim.
My name is Shay, and you can call me Ifeanyi Chukwu.
Lovely, lovely. And so one thing that I was actually, when reading over the bio, so I'm actually half a Delta as well, from Delta State, same place. So my dad would be very proud that I'm interviewing you ladies today. So my Igbo name is Neka, so we can change it up today just for the purpose of the interview. But all from the same place. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. In terms of where you guys initially started to where you are now, obviously 2021, you guys have been in the industry for a while. You have award-winning as well. And in terms of like seeing the industry kind of change over the years, we can say initially the first international female group, obviously going from the UK and then the States as well. In terms of like now based back in the UK, and let's talk about Nigeria as well. What is kind of happening now in the industry for you guys as a group?
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, you know, I think last year all of the whole music industry took a bit of a hit with the pandemic, and you know, I think everybody kind of had to put a lot of projects on hold. So we released our last project in 2019, and it was an EP called NWA, Nigerians with Attitude, and we worked with various producers, and it did really well. And then we were scheduled to release our album in 2020, but the pandemic put that on hold. So for us, this year, it's kind of like, you know, we've been working on the branding and how we're going to push our debut album, because we put out EPs, but now we're actually going to put out a full album. So that's what we're focusing on this year. And to be honest, the last couple of years have been a bit slow, and it's been COVID. I think everybody's been affected by COVID, and the UK for Afrobeats works very differently to how Nigeria works. Nigeria's fast, and even though the pandemic hit, because it moved so fast, people were still able to put out music in the same way. So back to basics in 2021.
And I guess during the whole pandemic, the whole of 2020, I guess, we decided, because the music had kind of took a pause, we ended up doing quite a lot of YouTube stuff, because we have quite a few YouTube channels. We have Shiikane TV, where we discuss topics,
social commentary,
and we talk a lot, so people might enjoy that. We react to music, we do all sorts. Kind of didn't want to just stay idle, so we kind of just try to focus our energy onto something entertaining.
So one of the things I read, so with the YouTube that you mentioned, is it where you listen to new music, and do you give feedback and critique on new music as well?
So we've got two YouTube channels, the main two YouTube channels. So Shiikane Reacts is a reaction channel where we react to music videos. We initially started on Shiikane TV, but with the uprise of Black Lives Matter and a lot of political stuff that was happening in 2020, the first couple of initial lockdowns, our channel had a lot more social commentary. So we decided to create a new channel, which is Shiikane Reacts, and that's where we just do reaction. So we react to music, we react to known artists, and we also react to unknown artists as well. People actually pay us to react to their music, so because the channel gets quite a lot. Our highest viewed channel is nearly 1 million. Our highest viewed video is nearly 1 million views. So and it hasn't been up for a year. I think the channel's been up 9 months now. So it's doing really, really well. Yeah. So
well done. In terms of, are you honest in the reactions? Have you ever had to be a little bit kinder in terms of what you're watching or what you're reviewing, or are you just keeping it real completely?
Do you know what? Let me be honest. Obviously, when it comes to African artists, if we can't be honest, we don't react to it, and that's because we don't want to piss anybody off. So if we can't, and if we know that, if we can't be honest, meaning that if we know that our commentary might not be the best, might not be complimentary, we just won't. Because if we show you our emails, some of your emails, their PR teams are in our emails begging us to react, but we know we can't be honest, and we don't want to lie. So I think, and I don't know if you ladies get it, because you're fully in the industry, and I come from a presenting space, but one of the things I get, especially for radio, is that we get sent a number of tracks, and you know what, so far so good, songs are good and whatnot, but there have been occasions where maybe there's a few things that probably needs to be worked on, and I feel you know what, everyone's audience is different and everyone's palette is different, and I feel it's interesting that it's better to, what I find, even now I'm trying to be diplomatic in how I say it, if no one tells an individual where they can work on, essentially they're not going to improve. And I feel I really am here for the honesty, but I do get it. Yeah, sometimes it is a little bit difficult. Okay, so let me rephrase what I'm saying. If we're getting paid to do a reaction from a relatively new artist, then do actually give constructive criticism where we think it's necessary, because some of the new artists are really, really good, but some of them, something as small as the mixing, sometimes the mixing actually you can't hear the beauty in the song, so we'll give feedback on that, or we'll say we think that the song's a bit repetitive or whatever. We will give our feedback. I'm talking about people that we might walk past,
our colleagues.
I'm saying, you know what I mean? If I know that this is not going to be a good thing, I don't want to, because the thing is, our colleagues, when I say our colleagues, I'm talking about people that have got international success, that have read, that are everybody's going to tell them their music is great. So it doesn't really matter what we say, because of who they are, everyone's going to say it's great anyway. So it's true. Of our integrity, if we know it's not going to be good, we would just rather not touch it. That is from artists that have already blown. That's all it is.
I hear that. And in terms of growing an audience on YouTube, what have you found the most challenging and also equally, and also the most exciting, especially working together as siblings?
I think challenging. I don't think people realise the amount of production that goes into putting up any kind of content. I think people think you just set up a camera and you just talk, and then bonanza, you just have an amazingly edited video. And I don't think people realise the amount of hours that goes into producing. Like we have a weekly show called a weekly roundup where we discuss topics that happen all throughout the week, and that show normally ends up being an hour and a half of commentary. So I guess it's like podcast style, but it's visual. And you know, editing a content for an hour and a half can take sometimes a day to edit, and people don't realize that we're not professional editors, we're not production. So doing creating a set and making sure that we don't
it's not. But even your set now looks cute. I like the backup. I know what goes into putting flowers and lights and stuff. I was just in a space now, so like that even is an idea where it actually looks really cute. So you guys,
yeah. So I think that's the most challenging thing, the production.
Yeah, definitely, because the hour and a half, like it ends up being an hour and a half show, but that's like 4 or 5 hours worth of footage that she's had to edit down half. And so we've literally been recording. So imagine got 5 hours footage, but obviously you work in entertainment, so you know that to get that 5 hours, it probably took you so.
I rate you guys. Yeah, I personally couldn't. When it's live, we're live. It is what it is.
The funny thing is that I've been trying to convince them for us to do more. Because my mouths are quite sharp. I think that they're scared that I will probably end up saying something that will get us, shut down.
Honestly, I hear like it's a battle. But in terms of so essentially you're behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, and it's more performative, obviously, producing the content. Would you guys prefer more the music side of things or this side?
I personally prefer the music. And I've been telling my sisters that, it's strange because for us, music was a lifeline when our mum died. Lifeline, to be honest, but I think it was the biggest lifeline when our mum died. Music has power to change your mood, good or bad. And it's like a spiritual thing. And I think we've kind of put it on the back burner. Initially, it was on purpose, like because of the pandemic. But then after a while, because the YouTube stuff has been so time consuming, it's been hard to get back into that creative space in terms of making music. So we're really, really trying to make a concerted effort to do it. Because for me, I don't feel like myself when we're not doing it. So the YouTube stuff is great, but we're, like we said, we don't see ourselves as YouTubers.
No, we're not. It's just something.
No, of course you're not. You're artists first. So.
And also as well, I think the YouTube stuff helps kind of like broaden our appeal as well. Because I think you're a musician, but it's another thing to be multi-dimensional and for your fans to have another way to relate to you, not just as a musician. So it's been really good that way because our fans have been able to get to know us in a different space. So
and we've actually gained new fans from it as well. Because the people that follow us on Shiikane Reacts, where we just react to music, they don't singers. So then obviously they find out that we're singers and then they join our music. They become our fans.
Our music video views have gone up. Like when you go to the comments. We came from your, so it's the whole point of us starting YouTube was to increase our fan base because we were finding it quite difficult in the industry because the industry started to become very financially focused in that if you don't have anything doing, you might as well forget it. And we just didn't have the financial backing to do it. We thought, okay, if we grow our social media platforms, specifically YouTube, it helped, and it really has helped. It really, really has helped. So that was behind YouTube. But like I said, because of all of the political stuff that was happening in 2020, our channel took more of an important role, really, a lot more important than we actually thought it was going to, because we did it for bands. The people were literally coming to us to find out what the latest was on BLM, what the latest, Nigeria, NSARS, literally coming to our channel to hear the latest, so yeah.
Yeah, there are certain platforms that you just find are a lot more informative and I think real in terms of what's being reported online, as opposed to like certain news platforms, because they can have an agenda as well. So, but I get it. It links to there's growth across all platforms in relation to you, so it will naturally grow your fan base and audience as well. One thing I want to speak on is, obviously I'm going to shout out to you guys and on Mama A Records. It's not easy to even to be part of a record label, let alone to own one. What was your kind of idea behind that when you guys did?
So when we first started, because like in your introduction, you said that they weren't really okay. So when we first started, I think there was one girl group in Africa, and I think they were like an East African girl group, and they weren't international. They weren't. It was kind of like just in East Africa, they were kind of known. I can't remember what they were called. So when we came out, and the first couple of years, in terms of visibility, we were the only visible, African girl group that had that international crossover appeal. But even with that, even with the numbers that we were doing, and with the streams that we were doing, and with the views that we were doing, we were still finding it difficult to get co-signed from established labels. All of the record labels that were out at the time were kind of like, first of all, they didn't want to sign women, and second, they just didn't see the vision. So for us, it was kind of like, well, we need a label because we need to be able to distribute our music and have a central point for how we finance everything, and it's a business ultimately. So we started records in memory of our mum, because she used to call herself Mama A, so she was like the fourth member of the group. So that was the how we started up the label, because we just didn't have a choice. Basically. Yeah.
You see, and then have you found like there had been more support in doing that, or have you just kind of like focused on that lane, and the aim is to essentially, do you focus on ladies only, or men can be part of the label?
That's has it been I would say it's been, I would say it's been a gift and a whatever the other word is. I don't want to say it, so I would say it's a gift and a gift. The why I say that is because, like Anime said, we've been able to centralize all of our business and have contact for people that want to work with us. But I would say, on the other hand, when we kind of had comments from people in the industry, it's almost been as though they don't want a woman to have it all together. So she's got it all together.
Honestly, we can have a whole episode or show on this, but yeah.
So basically, it's almost like the implication is that because you kind of are organized, you don't need us, the man to help you, kind of thing. And I don't know why people, because obviously the industry, essentially we're talking about men, right? Because the industry is male dominated, and that's the message that you get. It's kind of like, well, you've got your own label, you pay for your own stuff, you do whatever you do, so why? And being in the industry, obviously we know that the majority of the females in the industry, regardless of where they are now, they started by either dating their manager or being a label. It's like they were dependent on a man, but we didn't want to date anybody. We wanted to get done. So it's been a bit of a double-edged sword, I would say. Would sign, we would initially we wanted to sign females only, because most of the time when we work, we make sure we have like at least a 90% female team. So most of the people on the staff are, so when we shoot music videos, whatever we do, we make sure that at least 90%, sometimes at least 90% of the people on set are females. We try to make it
I heard that.
Wanted to have female artists signed to the label, but I mean, I'm kind of, at this moment, I don't actually mind, as long as the person has open minds and stands for, is in line with how we feel about things, then it doesn't really bother us as much, I don't think. What do you lot think?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, I would prefer to sign women, to start off with, because obviously women have it the hardest in the industry, and we still do. So for us to have a platform for women, I think it's an amazing thing. Yeah, I prefer women.
Shout out to the ladies then. But although, like, if you said with women power and all that, you have worked with some amazing individuals as well in the industry. To name a few, P2J, Mr. Harry Songs, Techno. In terms of what's happening next, and we're going to be playing out one of your previous tracks, the video. But in terms of what we look forward to, obviously we've got the TV, we've got the record label. What is the most exciting thing kind of happening that you can share with us now for the next few months or to the year?
So I think the most exciting happening is the album. The album is dropping. It's going to be. I think it's going to be very different to any female album that's dropped in the last few years. You know, the creative direction, the imagery that you guys are going to see, it's going to be different from what you've seen from us before. We're pushing our creative boundaries in every way. So we're really excited for people to see what we come out with. So our album, I think that is the focus right now, and that's going to be the most important thing that we're gonna do this year in 2021. I think.
And also can we say who we have a collaboration with?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we've got one really, really big collaboration with the Olamide. Congratulations on the album. Yeah, so we've got a collaboration with him, and we're just finalising the touches on that. But yeah, we wanted to work with him as well. So.
And can I just say, in terms of working with women, because this is one of the reasons why they don't want us to do live TV, but I'm going to say it. God. We ended up having the collaboration with Olamide, which we love, but we also were trying to secure collaborations with female artists as well.
Yep.
Struggle. It's a struggle. So, you know, put it this way, our debut album, we have a collaboration with a female artist, and she's not. So I'll just leave it like that. So, you know, it was
okay. But the thing is, okay, so how are we gonna, if people don't know already, where can they follow you? Where can they find the updates? Where can they know the inside and the secrets?
So we've got our media, we've got our Shiikane official Instagram, Shiikane YouTube, Shiikane Twitter, what else?
Facebook,
the brands,
Instagram, TikTok.
Shiikane.
This TikTok, I might have to follow you guys on the TikTok wave, because there's a lot of creativity that comes out of TikTok that I've seen as well that I definitely want to be part of.
We've been really laid back on TikTok, but I think now it's like up a notch, because I feel like with TikTok anything goes. So
anything goes on TikTok. You know, you're like, but why, Sway? Like. Right, and just before I do let you ladies go, the name, can you just explain the name and what it means? Your name, Shiikane.
So basically, Shiikane, it's an amalgamation of, so it's Shiikane.
We're actually saying it in the right order. Yeah, we're saying it in the right order.
Also though, so our mum basically said Shekinah glory as well.
Yeah, okay.
And it ties in with that.
Yeah, it's like biblical as well. So.
And I think Yorubas have a word, Shiikane.
Oh,
so that's what I was almost pronouncing it Shiikane, and then I was like, I had to really check myself quickly. So.
We love it though. We love it.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Get it right now, but a lot of things wrong. Trust me. The spelling, get it right now. So.
Oh, well, ladies, it has been an absolute pleasure to finally have you on the magazine show. We've met before, but I can't wait for us to meet in person again. And maybe I can jump on the reaction videos as well, because I think even if I don't say anything, my face will say it. So I'm here for it. If you would like to please introduce the music video that we're going to be playing out to. So we have.
Okay. Hi, we're Shiikane, and you are about to listen to our song, Yeah.
Yeah. Let me take you to a city, crazy city, Lagos City, where we party, day and night. Come and party, day and night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me take you to a city, crazy city, Lagos City, where we party, day and night. Come and party, day and night. Oh, boss, yeah.
Mashano pick a crab many dintia mamma bread. If you hear me piss, can you know you treat me diama miniate? Tina my wild, me present me a me day independent, no be a money, debi, me a me be. Yeah, Nisike. When you be a wakeche. Yeah, Nisike. I'm confirm. Would you impress kind of yourself? Money, be the anthem. Share me punk up and them. Sika kwano ya hard. Only fit to survive. Depend on the brace. Sika pudro. Bemo ya bado. Sika ya guy. Pull up in a benzo. Between me benzo. Want to make me fuck up. Sika ya guy. Pull up in a benzo. Between me benzo. Want to make me fuck up.
men pesi kanejina Twitter. Musu nka na yare nka sister. Sam re ne wunya nka wo fiska. Wo de ye ho hie mu minister. Ya chade ne jai medase. Nyo hia nka bema ko peden bukase. Peka kra na wa meye wunu ya wo fase. Wan ba ko homa wo betwen kase. Wo de search that money. Sika wo ho I love taste like honey. Yen ka na wo hia ya de boni. Peka kra ma o ma me si kone. Wo breed ya ma wo boto mo sone. Esi sika ye moje ni ho adwo. Ta wo gina ka wo kuni ho bapo. And I guess na ba na show ho ako. Ho of a corner sika ni ho ando. Yame ya wadom na wo sorry my brother go search that dollar. One priest you can't that with the car my party you go holla. So get that Gucci the Christian Louis the Chevy Impala. Make that money and pop your collar.
Hey peoples, and welcome back to the magazine show. That was Shiikane in the house. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you haven't already, make sure you are on our YouTube page. You're liking up the comments, you're even commenting, you're subscribing to our guests, you're going on our guests page, and you're going onto their Instagram pages and showing them some love as well. Guys, we're going to keep it going with our very next guest. We do have in the house NinaRose.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey girl, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. I've just been, observing and listening to the interview so far. It's been dope.
It's been amazing. We've had you know what? Usually we have male guests galore.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it's actually really nice and refreshing to have a show full of ladies. And you know what? Like all the others. So thank you so much for joining us on the magazine show. Nina, look at the fans. They're already coming in. They're saying yes, Nina. Yes. I love it. So from the UK, singer-songwriter. Listen, you've been getting coverage all over the gap. I'm seeing it. So it's an honor to have you on the magazine show. I'm going to actually just take a quick serve and just talk about the cabins 2021.
Okay,
so let's go straight into that. Just actually first of all, just on your name. Is Rose your actual surname?
No, my actual first name is Selena Rose, but my friends around me call me Nina, so I just went with NinaRose for my stage name.
Stage name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My last name's actually
just like you. Okay, shout out to Ghana crew.
Yeah, half Ghanaian, half Jamaican. Come on.
Oh wow, interesting. And everyone knows I have a special place in my heart for Ghana. The more times I say it, the more times I believe I'm half Ghanaian. But we move. So let's talk about the Cabins 21 and that opportunity. How that has kind of helped you, or not helped you, but been a benefit for you in 2021.
Yeah, it was really random. Lady sort of slid into my DMs on Instagram and was like, "We love your personality. Would you ever go on a dating show?" And at first I was like, "No, it's not really my thing." But then my best friend T was like, "Oh, come on, just try it. You never know. Even if you don't find love, it'd be good, just to put yourself out there." And I've always wanted to do TV, so I took the opportunity. Ran with my eyes closed and just went for it. It was a fun experience. It's very different to anything I've experienced before, especially with the multiple cameras everywhere or throughout the
everywhere.
Yeah, it was a lot, but it was fun.
Yeah. And how has that kind of helped you with your career and your music side of things?
In terms of exposure, I mean, I'm recognized a lot more now. I've been offered a few opportunities in terms of brand partnerships and stuff based off them seeing me on the TV, which has been nice, and just a new audience as well, away from the people that kind of follow me from Backchat or from my music stuff. I've had a different audience, kind of tap into my talent. So that's good.
And then ultimately, did you find love?
No, I didn't. No offense to Adebayo, but no, I didn't. We're friends though. We're still cool. Like, you know, we check in on each other and stuff like that. But yeah, no love, unfortunately.
No love, not yet. And I mean, without deviating too much into love space, but it always seems to be a hot topic. In terms of like being in the industry as well, and you know, and dating. Would you ever date anyone in the industry?
I used to say no. Yeah, I used to say no, but of recent, I've said I would consider it only because they understand the lifestyle. They understand, you know, you're not always going to be around. It's very like busy, and no day's the same. So maybe there's a benefit in that. I don't know. But then it's people in your business, so I don't know.
Well, too much so, but it's a way of preserving it. And in terms of, well, we say preserving it, but there's this whole debate about whether you show your person or you hide them because you're being private. Was it private or secretive, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like if you're dating somebody in the industry?
Yeah, there's a difference between private and then secretive.
Yeah, exactly. But I think I'd be quite open. If I'm happy and I'm in love, I'd be open with it, you know. It's one of those things. But people find out anyway, whether you want to keep it a secret or not. There's always someone that finds you, and you could end up on a blog or whatever. So it's a risk in everything, isn't it?
I hear that. Obviously, so not a stranger to TV. Obviously, you mentioned Backchat as well. In terms of being on Backchat and trying to, at the time you were on Backchat, were you still doing the singing, the songwriting?
I was just coming into doing that, like just taking it more seriously. Prior to that, I was, you know, hosting and presenting on radio, hosting live shows. I was putting on my own events as well. I had a events company called NinaRose Events, and then I opened a talent agency called Creators Connect. So I was more behind the scenes then, but I was kind of fighting myself, wanting to be able to do more and be upfront in terms of my music. So Backchat actually was, after that is when I was like, okay, you know what, let me just do it and see how it goes. And this is where I'm at now.
This is where you're at now. And how did you kind of decide like singing is what you want to do? Singing how did you discover your voice, as they say?
Well, I've been singing all my life. You know, I was in church choirs. I did the talent shows in school and college. Like, I'm always singing around the house, but I was never confident enough for it to be like my number one thing, or putting my own music that I've written out there. So my first ever single was Like I Do. I've been singing that chorus for like 2 years before I actually made it into a whole song. And I finally got the confidence. I was like, you know what, I think as the pandemic came, like most people, they just decided, you know, you don't want anything to hold you back. Just be proud of your talents and see what I want. And yeah, I'm on my 5th single now, so it must be good.
I know, and let's go straight into sweet talk. Yeah. What are you sweet talking? Are you talking to Tim? Is this a guy? Like, what is the deal? Tell us about sweet talk.
It's a song that I want everybody to relate to, actually, to be fair, male or female, because you know, some people like to give you the sweet talk and tell you what you want to hear, but you want to hear you want to see the real stuff. Like, show me what you're really about. Like, not just the sweet nothings, you know. So yeah, it's a flirtatious tune going back and forth. Like in the video, you know, my love interest is the director of the video, and I'm kind of telling him, you know, talk sweet, and I like the sound, but you know, give me something more. So yeah, that's what it's about, really.
Well, the thing is, and what in terms of in fact, let's start with 3 qualities. Just get to know you a little bit. 3 qualities that you look for in a partner.
Well, humor always wins me over for sure. If you're funny and can make me laugh, then yeah, I mean, I'm all over it. For a guy, like a beard is a must. It must be it. I like facial hair. I really do love facial hair.
Okay.
And somebody who's like in tune with themselves and has a bit of depth as well, away from you know, just being attractive or having money or whatever. Like, I'm very into spirituality and being one with self. So I want to be able to be with somebody that knows themselves well as well, and is supportive of me as well.
Supportive of me, but everything. But as long as there's a beard involved. Do you know what? I would usually agree with you on the beard front. However, as of recent, I'm not really a fan of beards anymore. You know?
Oh, really? You like the clean cut?
I like the clean cut. Okay. Yeah. I feel that there's connotations that come with guys with beards. I'm just saying, I'm not.
Oh no.
I'm not painting anybody with the same brush. But yeah, so you have been on like likes of Kiss FM and a number of other radio stations. When you're hearing your music being played, How does it make you feel in terms of like the progress you've made so far?
It's really exciting. You know, there's actually a little video that I put on my story the other day when I was actually listening to the track On Kiss, and I was excited, and I was a little bit overwhelmed as well, because you know it's nice to see yourself evolving and going from strength to strength. You know, I listen to Kiss all the time in the car. You never really anticipate hearing your own music on there, so I'm just grateful more than anything. Like, yeah, I just get excited, and I just want more and more. So this is just the beginning. So, like, we'll see what's next.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously to come on the magazine show, obviously we have a spotlight. We've had a number of artists in the past, bigger, up and coming. You know what, I feel like especially in the UK industry, you just have to kind of, we need to push our brand, because we've seen it so many times. America seems to be doing so well. It's always American artists.
Right.
Speak about like R&B in the UK. Even when we talk about Afrobeats artists as well, there's always something that's slightly different. But you know what, we appreciate, we love what you're doing. We love
Thank you.
We're here to support and whatnot. For 2021, what else can we look forward to seeing from you?
Well, definitely more music and shows. Like this month alone, I think I've done about 4 or 5 shows. I want to perform more. I'll be performing more. I'm working on a little project and a travel as well. At the end of the year, I should be in Ghana. So yeah, we'll see what we cook up over there. But yeah, I'm just really wanting to get in touch with the motherland and connect with my people. I've actually gained some, you know, a Ghanaian fan base, which is nice. So I'm just gonna see what happens over there. But yeah, definitely in some international link ups at more music and performing.
Yeah. Even who's in town? Sarkodie did an EP launch or an album launch party yesterday, and even just with the people in the industry, it's really nice to kind of see like everyone's coming out, they're supporting one another. Obviously he's come from Ghana and stuff, but yeah, it's definitely a good space. In terms of the video and the visuals for Sweet Talk, before we get into it and before we watch it, can you just tell us what was your idea, your creative direction behind it?
Well, I mean, it always changes once it's actually out, but the initial idea was
last minute or part of the plan?
No, it's just last minute. It's just, you know, how I always say my videos, you interpret it how you want to interpret it. But the main idea behind it was that my love interest works on set. He works on set, and you know, he's distracted by me performing on set, and he goes into kind of like a dream state of mine, where he feels like the song that I'm performing is about him, but obviously I'm just doing my music video. Hopefully that reads when you watch it back. But the main thing is, yeah, the guy's interested in me, and he's enjoying me perform the song to him. That's it.
Really. Oh, so you're singing to him? Okay. Yeah, would you say you're more expressive in through music or in person?
A bit of both. You know, my music is me. I think Sweet Talk has been the one I've connected to the most. I can dance and move, and I'm always dancing. You can't stop me from moving. If you have me on any socials, you know, once the party starts, I'm in the middle and I'm ready. So yeah, a bit of both.
We like that. Fine. We are going to be playing out to Sweet Talk, but before we do, if you just give us our social media. By the way, I'm loving the content on the page. Those I'm getting through the brown images, brown like tinted.
Oh yeah. The left
stills.
Safari vibes. Yeah,
love it. It's an edge, baby. We're ready.
Oh, thank you so much.
If you give us your socials, please. And she looks up. See, captured by Kasha. Tell them again. We're telling you, and they must listen. You can give us your socials.
The _ NinaRose on Twitter and on Instagram, and NinaRose TV on YouTube.
We love it. So with your YouTube channel, actually, what do you focus on there? Is it just mainly your music videos, or do you put out content as well?
I do put out content. I haven't done so much lately because I've been quite focused on the music, but in the next few months I'll be doing a lot more. Some projects that are coming up that I can't say too much about just yet, but there definitely will be a lot more content there as well as music. So yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to introduce Sweet Talks to your guests, please, and your audience.
Of course. It's your girl NinaRose, and you guys are about to watch Sweet Talk. Make sure you enjoy and tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for having me.
I know you got your eye on me.
fantasy. Are you trying to be my only? If I show you what you're trying to see. Your talk is sweet, and I love the sound. But talk is cheap, and I'm busy chasing bounds. Say my name, if you mean it, say my name. Nina, Nina, na, na, na. Say you love me, say you love me. Say my name, if you mean it, say my name. Say you love me, say you love me. Say my name, if you mean it, say my name. Show me with your actions, show me it's for real. You could be all up on my body, all over me, all over me. But yeah, we at war still. I give you my time, you want more still. I'm good all by myself. Where we end up, time will tell. Your talk is sweet, and I love the sound. But talk is cheap, and I'm busy chasing bounds. Say my name, if you mean it, say my name. Nina, na, Nina, na, na, na. Say you love me, say you love me. Say my name, if you mean it, say my name. Say you love me, say you love me. Say my name, if you mean it, say my name.
Hey people, thank you for tuning into the magazine show. I'm your girl Cindy Temi, and we've had a number of amazing guests in the house. All the ladies there, we've had MonicaFriday, we've had Shiikane, we've had NinaRose, and we are going to leave you guys with a guy in the house, DjSpecialD.
Hello guys, how you doing?
Hey, how do you feel coming in with after all the ladies?
Do you know what, yeah? It's weird. I feel
Why?
weird.
Because it's always male dominated, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'm actually happy that I'm the only guy in a place full of women. It's amazing. So yeah, man, thank you for having me.
Good. Thank you for even joining us, and thank you for coming on the magazine show. Is this your first time on the magazine show?
Yeah, it's first time.
Ooh, okay, fine. So it's an honor. This is a UK exclusive for having you on the show today. So funny enough, we met for the first time randomly yesterday at the SUSCRIBE EP listening party. So we were in the midst of, you know, a number of industry people as well, and it was nice to actually meet with you and ahead of today's interview. So you've recently dropped a single, Bra. Wait, hold on, Bra.
Yeah, Bra. Yeah.
Okay, but everyone gets to me about my accent. If you just tell us a little bit about, first of all, yourself, and then we'll go into like the rest details.
Right. So where do I begin? DjSpecialD, been DJing for over 10 years. Currently been just, you know, doing a lot of support work for artists. Currently I've been one of the support DJs for Stoneboy whenever he's in and around the UK and internationally, support him DJing. So yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. The main thing is obviously when you hear the words "book the right DJ," then that's when pretty much you know that it's associated with me. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. In terms
what
of
I'm intrigued about, sorry to cut you, is obviously you're known for being a DJ, right? And now kind of is this officially your first single as a DJ?
It's my first single, yes.
So we've seen that across the industry with that happening, but what made you do that?
For me, it was literally around my thought process was, okay, with DJing, there's not really an afterlife. So in terms of DJing, once, you know, things pass on, what exactly is in store for me? Coming from a musical background, I've always been a fan of, creating music, creating new vibes and everything like that. So I just thought either producing music is just another avenue for me to take. I know a lot of DJs have, jumped on it. And I didn't, at that point, I didn't feel that I was literally one of those DJs who was just following on. Just jumping on the wave or jumping on the bandwagon. It was just something that I've been interested in doing, but I never actually got the chance to do it. So DJing was less. So I just thought, let me do the DJing part, and then hopefully by then I'll gain the confidence to continue. And yeah, here we are today.
And here you are today. So you teamed up with Camido, who has been a guest on our show actually. We're yet to hear that interview, to be fair. But how did that collaboration come about?
So Camido and I have been friends for, let's say, almost 2-3 years now. When he first started out, I've been one of his supporters. Every time he's released music, when he first released his single For My Lover with Dovey Boy and there, I've always been a fan, just supporting his music and supporting his movement. And then randomly, I think it was last year, he was just look, special, you're always a fan of me. I've always wanted to get into the UK scene. I want you to let's make a track. Let's do a track. So I've been putting it off for a while because
why? For what reason?
I didn't really have the confidence to say, okay, you know what, let's do it. And then literally it was early this year where I said, you know what, let's go with it. Let me just do it. So we started off with so I started off making the beat with my good friend Dr. Ish. He's very, very talented, very, very talented producer, young one in the game, but he's done a lot quite recently. So we was in the studio, we literally made the beat, and I said to Camido, look, take this, let me know what you think. Within let's say a week, he sent me back the vocals, the lyrics, and I was like, okay, this guy's serious. Let's make it happen.
When somebody else, sometimes you have to have somebody that works off of you. So even if you're dulling or taking long, the person that you're going to work with, they have to just
exactly, yeah. So and if, like you said, if the person is not feeling, let's say, feeling a vibe, but if he gets back to you quick, you can't just sit back and be like, okay, he's got something now, what do I do? It's literally, okay, the next move, what do we do? So once he sent back the lyrics, myself and Dr. Ish literally went back to the studio. We got I got one of my good friends who's a proper saxophonist to come to the studio and literally lace his saxophone part, and he literally did it in one take, and it just started to blend and started to mold together. And from there it was just like, yeah, let's do it. Like we've done the beat, let's get it mastered and let's start with the promo. So yeah, when he heard the final bit, he was like, you see, all this time when I was telling you let's do something, you weren't minding me. Now we've done something, we've created a masterpiece. Let's make it happen, let's do more. I was like, all right. Now I'm just like, I'm happy.
And you know one thing I like? The song is very catchy. So it's one of those ones I listened to it, and then by the time I moved on to something, and I was like, I'm humming the lyrics. I'm thinking, I don't even know the lyrics. I've just heard it like a couple of times, but I really it's been coined like a summer-worthy track. It's got the fact that obviously Camido is an amazing artist as well, and very humble, down to earth guy as well. And in terms of just putting something together that initially maybe your heart wasn't, the whole effort wasn't into it, but you've come on, created something, and now we're gonna be, Afrobeats music is popping anyway, it's dominating. We're seeing the slow rise back in events as well happening. Although we have a date that's been pushed back. But first come first, if you can't party in the UK, there's Ghana.
Ghana's always
do you know what I mean? In terms of where do you kind of see what you want for the track and for the we haven't got the music video yet, but I'm going to ask you about the music video for that. But what do you want to happen for the track? Where do you see yourself?
So with this track, I mean, initially we were saying, okay, we want it to be like one of the big Afrobeat tracks out there, especially one for the summer that people can vibe to, people can jam to. But then I thought along the lines of trying to commercialize this track, make it a bit more commercial, like make it appeal to, the commercial crowd, similar to how Afrobeat did his track with Joanna, and how Fuse has done his many tracks, which try and make it appeal to, not just the Africans, not just the Afrobeat community, but the more wider community. And so far, I'm thankful to God that it has got that recognition. It's received that recognition from other genres and other people who are not outside the African industry. So that's the aim, and that's the plan for it. Literally just to keep making it grow. So yeah.
I hear that. And in terms of the music video, what creative direction have you gone down?
So we are going to be doing, we're currently in planning stages. We're going to first do like a dance video where we will do like a routine and then get that out on TikTok, obviously the Instagram, the reels and all those things there. So that's coming real soon. And then hopefully in July, Comedo should be here, and then we'll shoot an official video with literally just him. So we're gonna try and make it like a performance kind of video. But yeah, the plan is in place. We're just praying that everything that we want to do will come to pass.
Okay, I hear that. I mean, if you guys need any backup dancers, let me know.
Don't worry.
Work something out.
Don't worry. We will definitely. I'll definitely.
Don't worry.
I'll hit you up.
And no pressure, but summertime in the UK is very limited, and this song is already a banger as it is. So we want that video ASAP, and hopefully when it does drop, you are remembering us at the magazine show.
Most definitely. That one I can't forget. I mean, this is like my first ever interview. Normally I'm on the opposite side interviewing people, so actually being interviewed feels weird, but I'm also grateful that you're the first person to interview me. So yeah, definitely.
And in terms of where people can find you and keep up to date with you in terms of what you're doing and what you're up to, where can find on socials?
So on all social medias, it's at DjSpecialD UK. Yeah, that's it. So on the Twitter, the Instagram, Snapchat. I'll soon be joining TikTok. And also I've got a YouTube page as well, which is at DjSpecialD UK. So yeah, that's where you can find me. You can catch me doing what I do best, really.
And in terms of, sorry, I'm saying DjSpecialD. It is DjSpecialD, right? Because I just seen the socials. It's just okay.
Yeah.
How am I going to do a whole interview?
Nope, that's it. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And one quick one before I let you go. When you're DJing, I was at an event yesterday. I'm not going to name the event, but not the one that we were at, actually, because that would be rude. It was a different event. But in terms of how do you gauge the vibe of the audience that you're dealing with? So I guess you guys pre-plan your songs or something along those lines, right?
Do you know what? If a DJ actually pre-plans his songs and thinks that he can actually get away with pre-planning it throughout his set, then he's lying. Most times or not, if you've been given, let's say you've been given a set to play, given a genre of music to play, or if you're just the DJ the whole night, you would have like 4 or 5 songs that that you can pretty much say, if I play it, it will definitely set the next mood of where you're trying to take everybody who's there. But most times or not, it's literally, you would see a DJ playing his music and then he's reading the crowd to see where he can take it, what his next song will be. And also, so it's always about reading the crowd. If you see a DJ who doesn't really look up and inspect the crowd and see the vibe, then normally he's playing for himself. Like,
okay, he's playing for it. Is that he's in his own world? He's vibing to his own.
He's in his own world, so he thinks that the songs that he's playing there and then is his own vibe. He's enjoying it, but he's not reading the crowd because as he's dancing in the booth, nobody's dancing because it's just like, well, we're not kind of feeding off your vibes. So it's like a DJ is similar to, you know, a musician, a band. You know, we set the tone for the party, and if our vibes are good, the crowd will feed off that. They will listen, they will read it, and they will feed off that. So it's always, you know, it's always good to interact with your crowd, and play the kind of music that you know that they want to hear. But then also, you know, if you can like switch things up, make it different. Because at the end of the day, what you want to do is to take your crowd or take your listeners on a musical journey. So that you leave them either wanting more or thinking about when the next time you're going to be DJing, so they can come and follow you.
I hear that. I like that. Okay, so officially known as the shutdown specialist. Obviously, we can find you also on. You're regular to Tribe Urban, right?
Yes, I'm with Tribe Urban. Monday 7 to 9 p.m.
Definitely. And then you've got your gospel set. Is that a weekly thing?
So the gospel Sundays is bi-weekly. So I normally do that on Mixcloud or Twitch. Sometimes on Instagram Live as well. That has got a lot of responses from that as well. So yeah, I mean, when they say shutdown specialist, I mean, a lot of people can say that.
Any genre.
A lot of people can say that, yeah, but that's why I use, you know, the phrase book the right DJ. So a lot of times you always hear people say, Mr. Book the right DJ, because they know if they book me, then, you know, it's only fair that the right things will happen. So yeah.
I hear that. Anyway, no doubt I'll be seeing you at our video shoot.
Most definitely.
And we look forward to the release of that video actually. So we're gonna play out to an artist that has got a new single actually now. I don't know if you've heard of Gidochi. Is that your Ghanaian artist? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, cool person.
Yeah, cool dude. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on to the magazine show.
No worries.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you're on his socials, you are following, you're supporting Bra.
Brother. Yeah, bra is basically a Ghanaian Tree Fancy Akan language, which means come.
See, I know my stuff. Cool. Make sure you guys follow as well. Thank you so much, DjSpecialD, for coming on the show. And we look forward to the video.
No worries.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
Lay down my life for you. I try to survive for you. I make you my wife. You bet. I try to survive. You bet. See me, I don't go kiss and tell my young man. I know go fee explain the honest pain of all. And everything I do because of love. Pray for life and then you came through, yeah. I dreamt of heaven when I met you, and all the things we've been through. Forever lasting love, the song I write is for you. You bet, I lay down my life for you, bet. I only survive for you, bet. I make you my wife, girl, you bet. You bet. I only survive for you, bet. I make you my wife, for you, bet. I lay down my life for you. A million girls not fit to do what you did do to me. A million girls not fit to describe what you did mean to me. A million girls not fit to do what you did do to me. A billion girls, maybe a billion girls, but you know you bet. I lay down my life for you, bet. I only survive for you, bet. I make you my wife for you, bet. You bet. I only survive for you, bet. I make you my wife for you, bet. I lay down my life for you, bet. Yeah. I want you to know, baby, you were made from me for me, yeah. I want you to know, baby,
down my life for you. I only survive for you. I make you my wife for you. You bet, you bet, you bet, you bet. I only survive for you. I make you my wife for you. I lay down my life for you. Yeah, yeah.
I pray for life and then you came through. Yeah. I dreamt of heaven when I met you.
Don't you know about Supernova Records? Are you mad?
Hey peoples, thank you so much for joining us again on another show, another episode. Can I call it an episode of the magazine show? Thank you so much for tuning in. We gave you a special this week. We had a number of artists. We had Shiikane, we had MonicaFriday, we had DjSpecialD, we had NinaRose, and you had me, of course, Cindy Temi, reporting live from the MZ Hair Hub in Dartford. So guys, if you are a Kent local, make sure you guys check it out. We're here till the end of June. We have all your hair needs. Indeed, we have HD lace closures, we have ready-made wigs, we have in the house. Guys, we're here till 4 p.m. today. So make sure you guys come down, check it out, and you can check us out on Instagram at MZ Hair Limited. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Please make sure you are liking, you are sharing this video, and you are subscribing to our YouTube channel. The magazine show would be nowhere without our listeners and our viewers as well. And thank you so much to our amazing guests for this week. We will be back again next week for another show for you. We do have a special, actually, that'll be announced during the week on our Instagram page. If you aren't already following, you can check out the magazine show on Instagram and obviously on YouTube. And you can find me across social media platforms at Cindy Temi, at Taste with Temi for all my food lovers, and obviously at MZ Hair, where I am reporting live. And I got it right this time. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. We're gonna.
Obozegene natural, imana chukwa gazi gomo, onyalo miyu, nyalo yumi. What am I looking for? Say my God, it don't mess me up. They giving me you, giving you me. Obozeki fella chasha so, obozeki fella chasha me. My baby, you know say you got love for me. I do go. When I call your name, shakara for me. No, man. I go be your, you gon' be my Julie. No, man. I go be your, you gon' be my Julie. Give me your heart, I no go run away. Show me your love, I no go use you play. Carry me, go me, I go follow away. Follow you, oh. Me and you. Okwamona, keep my baby. Me and you. Okwamona, keep my baby. Opposite fella just so. Opposite fella just me. My baby, you know say you got love for me. I do go. When I call your name, shakara for me. No, man. I go be your, you gon' be my Julie. No, man. I go be your, you gon' be my Julie. No, man. I go be your, you gon' be my Julie. I go be your, you go, Julia. Leave me make a lie. Leave me make a lie. Leave me make a lie. Because I'm my baby. Only you make you shakara. Only you make you shakara. the Balenciaga.